Those who own XRP should pay attention because the storm is just beginning and the next few months could drastically change the future of Ripple and its cryptocurrency. This isn't just a warning, it's a call to action. The market is changing in ways that could have big effects, and if you own XRP, you need to be ready. While many people may be waiting for the next big pump or sudden surge in cost, there are already big changes coming that could affect the price and use of XRP in ways we can't ignore. The ongoing legal battle with the SEC, more competition in the crypto space, and changes in regulations are just a few of the things that are making things uncertain, but they're also creating opportunities right now. Seeing a mix of problems and possible solutions. At any time, Ripple's legal case could take a big turn, and the outcome of that case could affect not only XRP's price, but also its whole future as a digital asset. As more banks join the cryptocurrency space, we can see how XRP is setting itself up for future growth in the global payment system. Because the market is volatile and there's no clear legal status for XRP, there could be big changes in both price and market sentiment. And the storm that's brewing isn't just about price changes. It's about bigger changes in the crypto ecosystem that will affect XRP's long-term prospects. This is why it's more important than ever. If you own XRP, it's important to keep up with changes and watch for big events that could affect its growth. It's important to know about these changes and be ready for what's to come. The storm has begun, and how you respond could make all the difference in your crypto journey. Keep an eye on things because the next few weeks and months could shape the next big part. For XRP, for people who own XRP, the coming storm isn't just about market volatility. It's about a number of important events and changes that could completely change Ripple's future. For now, the biggest thing to keep an eye on is the ongoing legal fight with the SEC that has been going on for months. Ripple is in a fight with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission over whether XRP is a security or not. This has put XRP's future in doubt. Feel safe, the outcome of this case could have huge implications not only for Ripple, but also for the entire cryptocurrency market. If Ripple wins, it could make it easier for XRP to operate more freely in the U.S., which could lead to institutional adoption and partnerships with big banks. On the other hand, if Ripple loses, it could lead to major problems for the cryptocurrency market as a whole, along with the legal fight, regulatory hurdles that could slow XRP's growth and send shockwaves through the crypto market are a big part of the storm that is building around it. Cryptocurrencies have grown a lot, but with growth comes more competition. XRP has always been positioned as a faster, cheaper option to Bitcoin. Stellar, XLM, and other cryptocurrencies that focus on payments are now competing with it. New blockchain technologies are also trying to solve the same problems. Because of the increased competition, XRP can't just sit back and relax. It needs to keep coming up with new ideas and building relationships to keep its place in the market. As the US government and other global officials work to make rules for digital assets clearer, this is another important thing to keep an eye on. It could have a huge effect on XRP. A change for the better in regulations could lead to more popular acceptance and a rise in institutional investments. On the other hand, a change for the worse in regulations could limit XRP's growth potential in either way. Finally, Ripple needs to be flexible and ready to adapt to the constantly changing rules and regulations in order to stay competitive. To stay alive and be successful, Ripple needs to keep working to get more partnerships and use cases. This will help it become a leader in the cross-border payment business by forming big deals with banks and financial institutions. The institutions' XRP's value could go through the roof, but if we don't make big steps forward in this area while competitors keep growing, XRP could be left open to market changes that are hard to control. How should XRP users handle this? It's easy to answer. Keep up with the news, be flexible, and be ready for what's to come. The next few months could have some unexpected turns and twists, but those who are paying attention and ready for what comes next could be successful, whether it's new relationships, news from the SEC case, or changes to the rules. XRP holders need to be careful because the storm is just getting started, and how you handle it could make all the difference. As the storm grows, it's important for XRP users to know what to do, what to look out for, and how to get ready. There are a few important events and signs that can help you get through the storm and keep your investment safe. Knowing these signs will help you make smart decisions and stay ahead of the curve. First, keep a close eye on the SEC case. Right now, this is the biggest cloud over Ripple and XRP. Any major decisions, updates, or announcements in the case should be looked at closely. If the case goes in Ripple's favor, the price of XRP could go up because the market will likely see the legal clarity as a green light for XRP's adoption. On the other hand, if the ruling goes against Ripple, the price could drop sharply and there will be more uncertainty. If you own XRP, it's important to stay up to date on this case through news sources, social media, or court documents so that you can respond quickly to any big changes. Next, keep an eye on Ripple's business developments. It's no secret that Ripple is a leader in cross-border payments, but its future success will depend on how well it can build relationships and get more real-world uses for XRP. News about new agreements with big banks, payment service providers, or government-backed projects. Ripple is working hard to become more well-known around the world, and every new partnership or growth could make XRP more valuable. Also, finding new uses for XRP, making it easier for banks to use, could help it become an even more important player in the cryptocurrency world. The third important thing to keep an eye on is the overall regulatory environment. The future of XRP relies on both how well Ripple does and how regulators around the world decide to handle cryptocurrencies in the future. Positive changes like clearer rules or crypto-friendly policies could lead to more business investment in XRP in a more regulated environment. Setting could also help calm investors' fears and make it easier for more people to adopt. Keep an eye on any changes to global regulations that might impact XRP. This will help you predict how Ripple and XRP will react. Finally, keep an eye on market trends and how investors feel. The Bitcoin market is known for being very unstable. XRP is no different. Keep an eye on the bigger crypto market, like how Bitcoin and Ethereum move, because that tends to affect the whole market, including XRP. If people are feeling good about the market, it can bring in new buyers and make prices go up for XRP. But when prices are volatile, there is a chance that they will drop suddenly. To understand this better, look at the bigger picture. You can make better strategic decisions if you know more about the market setting and how XRP fits into it. So how do you get ready for all this? Even though it might be tempting to put all of your money into XRP, you should keep your investments spread out. The storm is hard to predict, but having a well-rounded portfolio can help you handle any price changes that might happen. Also, make sure your goals are realistic. Expectations. The world of cryptocurrencies is still young, and XRP